Okay. Hello everyone, how is it going? Hope that all of you are staying at home safely. So students, can you hear me properly? Is the sound okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see the board properly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Since all of the students are not present yet, so please wait for 1 or 2 minutes. After 1 or 2 minutes, we will start our today's lecture. Okay. Yet not all the students are present. In the meantime, you can write down your ID number on the chat box, but please for only 1 times, not more than 1 times, okay? And if you face any problem to hear me or to see the board or to understand anything, then please ask me directly. Don't write your problem on the chat box. Okay, I think maximum students are present now, so we can start our today's lecture from here. So in our previous lecture, we have get idea about boundary value problem, initial boundary problem, and we have seen how can we solve the boundary value problems or how can we find the solution of any boundary value problem by using Fourier analysis or the formula of Fourier transformation. And I have told that for solving such type of boundary value problem and initial boundary value problem, obviously, we will use the formula of Fourier sine transformation, and because it gives us a easy procedure. If we use another formula as like cos, then it will be more critical. That's why for solving such type of problem, we use finite Fourier sine transformation. Okay, and when your limit is infinite, then you may use the formula of infinite Fourier sine transformation. In our previous lecture, we have already solved an example, numerical example of boundary value problem by which has been solved by using finite Fourier sine transformation. And today in our lecture, I will discuss this problem, numerical example. It is also a boundary value problem. And here the initial condition is also given. So you may consider this as an initial boundary value problem, okay? And I hope that all of you have gathered the basic idea about boundary value problem, partial differential equations, and one thing is that initial boundary value problem, which I have discussed in our last class. So this is a problem. You have to solve this partial differential equation. Here the range is 0 less than x less than 6. Okay, here it is 6. 0 less than x less than 6, time is greater than 0. And here the conditions are given. Here is it this is the starting point value of that function. This is the ending point. So these two things are the boundary conditions. And here the values of t is 0. So this is the initial condition. Since in this case or in this condition the values of t is 0, that means here it is the initial condition. Okay. Now we will try to solve this problem. But one thing is that I want to know, is there any difference with these problems to our previous class maths? What is the difference? One difference is interval. Second difference is here there is the conductivity, thermal conductivity, that means constant. Yes, it is it not exactly 9, it is 1, right? Thermoconductivity is 1. And here there is a change in our initial condition. If you notice, then you can see that here there is a change in the initial condition, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a change in the initial condition. Okay.
Madam, condition को like to बुझा दिबेन एकबार.
Okay. Here basically your limit, you can see that this is the partial differential equations. Its limit is 0 less than x less than 6, right? So your domain starts at the point 0. This is your initial point, and this is your ending or terminal point. Terminal point, right? Initial point and terminal point. And here u means u is a function of x comma t. X is space and t is time. When you use, write down it as like 0 comma t, it indicates the function at the initial point, right? If you set here x is equal 0, it gives the value at the initial point. And if you write down it as u6 comma t, then it indicates the function at the terminal point. So here these two conditions given the values of your function at the boundary of your region, right? Here 0 less than x less than 6, these are the boundary. This is the starting boundary and this is the ending boundary. Since 0 and 6 are the starting and ending point, so these two conditions represents the value of your function at the boundary point, right? At the boundary point. If you write down it as like 0, 6, then this is a boundary of your region. That's why these two conditions are known as boundary conditions. And here, if you consider t is equal 0, your function is a function of x comma t, and when you say t is equal 0, then it will be u x comma 0, right? U x comma 0. And when t is equal 0, it is known as initial stage of your problem or anything. You have already learned it. When t is equal 0, it is probably in physics, initial speed. Have you learned when t is equal 0? At initial
time, no, ma'am?
Yes, t is
T
time.
time. So initial.
Yes, ma'am.
Since t is time and t is 0, that means it indicates the initial time, right? And that's why this condition is known as initial condition. Okay. And here we can see that partial differential equation is given, a boundary condition is given, initial condition is given. That's why it is known as initial boundary value problem. Okay. So that's the reason to call it as initial boundary value problem. Now is it okay? Is it okay or
Yes,
not? Okay. So now we will go for the solution of this problem. But here the initial condition is given in piecewise function. Your whole domain is 0 to 6. What's the problem? Your whole domain is 0 to 6, right? 0 to 6. But initial condition is expressed into two sub-intervals. One is from 0 to 3 and another is from 3 to 6. So if your interval is 0 to 3, ux comma 0, in that case, you have to use the result 1. And when your interval 3 to 6, then you have to use the result from 3 to 6, that is
0.
0. Okay. So your, if any integral, suppose this is an integral, it contains ux comma 0 and something like this, e to the power something into dx, right? 0 to 6. In that case, you have to write down this as like 0 to 3, the function here, plus 3 to 6, the function here into dx. Okay?
ম্যাম
Yes?
কন্ডিশন গুলো কি প্রশ্নে দেওয়া থাকবে?
Yes, yes, your condition will be given. This is the whole part of your question. This is the question. Yet I am not starting the solution, okay? I just giving you the idea, and this is up to this part, it is question.
ম্যাম সেকেন্ড কন্ডিশনটা একটু বুঝিয়ে দিতে পারবেন? একটু বুঝিনি।
Second condition, x comma 0. Do you
Yes,
know
ma'am.
that this is the initial condition? Since here we know that u means u is a function of two variable x and t. X is space, that means domain, and t is time. And t is time, right? When t is equal 0, when t is equal to 0 at the starting time, at the initial time, that's why this condition is known as initial condition. And now the initial condition is expressed into two sub-interval. Our whole interval is 0 to 6. It is given that our whole interval is 0 to 6. But our initial condition is given as a piecewise function in two sub-intervals. One is 0 to 3, another is 3 to 6. Suppose we get an integration as like ux comma 0 e to the power x dx, right? So since this is the initial condition and it is divided into two sub-interval, one is from 0 to 3 and another is from 3 to 6. So you have to write down this as like 0 to 3 ux comma 0 e to the power x dx plus 3 to 6 ux comma 0 e to the power x into dx, right? So here ux comma 0 for the range 0 to 3, for the range 0 to 3. For the range 0 to 3, the values of ux comma 0 is equal 1, right? So set here 1, 0 to 3, 1 into e to the power x into dx. And for the second interval 3 to 6, 3 to 6, your initial condition is 0. So for 3 to 6, initial condition is 0, e to the power x dx. Now is it clear what is the application of this piecewise function represented by initial condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
This is for your understanding, yet we are not starting our solution. Now we will start our solution of this problem, okay? All those things are for your understanding. Now we will start for our solution of this given problem. So given equation is del u by del t is equal del square u by del x square. And one very much important notice is that related to these problems, there are 7 or 8 maths I have collected for you, and I will provide that maths in the Google Classroom in PDF format. So please collect them. If you complete these 7 or 8 maths, you will get one math from here in your exam. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will try to provide the PDF file today in the Google Classroom. And if I forget to do this, then please inform me. It's important for you. I included that maths as exercise for you, but I think if I provided the solution, it will be better for you. So
Yes,
if I forget to provide it, then please inform me, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So the given equation is this, and consider this equation as equation number 1. Now, as like our previous math, we will take the finite Fourier sine transform on the both sides of equation 1. Taking the finite Fourier sine transform If you take finite Fourier sine transform on both sides of equation 1, then we may write which can we write? We may write probably the formula for Fourier sine transform is 0 to L f of x sine
And
n
n
pi x by L dot dx,
dx.
right? Probably this is the formula for finite Fourier sine transform. But here we are applying this formula for del u by del t in the left side. So here your function will be del u by del t. So it will be 0 to L, and in your given information, the range for this function is given 0 less than x less than 6. So here your value of L will be 6. It is given in your problem. The range of x is 0 less than x less than 6. So here our L will be 6. And our function f of x will be this for the left side. And for the right side, the function will be this. Okay. So 0 to 6 del u by del t sine n pi x by 6 dx. This is the left side. Now we will apply the same formula on the right side of equation
স্কেলের
1.
মানটা কিভাবে বের করা হয় যে 6 minus 0 নাকি highest
It
date
is given here 0 less than x less than 6. It is this condition is given in your problem. Please check your given problem. Okay. Here the range of x or domain is given 0 less than x less than 6. It is given the interval.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Here that is for the rules for Fourier series. This is not the Fourier series. Fourier sine transform. Here it is Fourier sine transform. You are asking about 6 minus 0 is equal 6 divided by 2. Here these rules for Fourier series, not for Fourier transformation. Okay.
এখানে just মানে 6 minus 0 আর কি
Yes.
by 2 হবে
Here you have to just use the upper value of your domain or the terminal point of your domain, because here the range is also 0 to L. So it starts from 0 and the upper value will be the L. Okay. Nothing else. And you are asking about the formula that is for only Fourier series, and this is the formula of Fourier transformation. Okay. I think now is it clear? Is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we apply the finite Fourier sine transformation on the left side, and on the right side it will be 0 to 6. The function will be del square u by del x square sine n pi x by 6 into dx, right? Okay, so the left side can be written as 0 to 6 del by del t. 0 to 6, u is a function of x comma t. If it is like this, then we can write this as del by del t bracket of u, right? Is it possible to write all this? And using these rules, we are considering del by del t outside of this interval, and it is u is a function of x comma t into, it is written from here sine n pi x by 6 into dx. And on the right side, it will be the same thing. There is no change on the right side. Okay. Consider this equation as equation number 2. Consider this equation as equation number 2. This is the left side, and the right side will be this. Integration 0 to 6 del square u by del x square sine n pi x by 6 into dx. This is the right side of your equation number 2. Okay. Now we'll consider u is a function of u is equal n comma t, and it is equal to the left side of equation 2. That means 0 to 6 u x comma t sine n pi x by 6 into dx. We are considering u is equal this, right?
I can understand from where it came. U is equal to u a function of n comma t, ma'am, or x.
Yes, all of you know that in our given problem, in these types of problem are known as heat equation, and heat equation is a function of x comma t, right? We know that. But for derivation, of this part, we are considering, suppose u is considered as this part, or you can consider not only you may consider as like x is equal, not x, probably any variable. You may consider z is equal this. We are just considering u is equal this, okay? And here, these u and these u are different. That's why we are denoted it as un comma t. Right? If you write down it ux comma t, then ux comma t is equal integration of this is not possible. Because here it is also ux comma t. Is it possible to write down x is equal integration of x square dx? No, it is not possible. These two things are equal. These two things are not equal. But you can write down as like y is equal integration of x square dx. And for this reason, since on the right side it is ux comma t, and we are taking integration of this function with the sign term from the limit 0 to 6, so we are considering it is as u in comma t. Have you understood or not? Since on the,
Yes, ma'am.
we are considering this, nothing else. We are considering this un comma t is equal this, and why we are not considering here ux comma t, because here there is also a function ux comma t, and the integration of this with a sign term from the limit is not possible to equal ux comma t. That's why we are considering un comma t. Okay. Now we will take the differentiation with respect to t of this equation. So it will be on the left side for you, it will be du by dt, right? And on the right side, u is a function of two variable x and t. U is a function of two variable x and t, so you have to take the partial differentiation with respect to t. So it will be del u by del t into sine n pi x by 6 into dx. Integration 0 to 6, okay? And this can be written.
এটাকে partial differentiate করলেন?
Yes. Since here your function u is a function of two variable, that's why it is not possible to differentiate is by using ordinary differentiation. Since it is more than a function of more than one variable, that means you have to differentiate it partially, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this line can be written del by del t, integration 0 to 6, u is a function of x comma t, and sine n pi x by 6 into dx. Okay. So, and now we can see that this is equal to the left side of your equation 2. This is equal to the left side of your equation 2. Is this two part are equal? This is equal to the left part of your equation 2, right?
Some two are equal and same.
Equal. So we can write down du by dt on the left part of equation 2 by using this result. So here du by dt is equal this, right? So from equation 2, you may write du by dt is equal this 0 to 6 del square u by del x square into sine n pi x by 6 into dx. Okay, so we get this equation, which is this. Now you have to complete this integration. You have to complete this integration by using uv formula. So how can you complete this integration by using formula? Okay, it will be du by dt, and on the right side, consider which one will be, if you want to solve this integration by using formula, then which one will be your u and which one will be your v? Which one easier to integrate here? This part is easier to integrate, so we will consider this as v, and we will consider this part as u, okay? And one thing is that the integration of del square u by del x square with respect to x is equal del u by del x. And the integration of del u by del x with respect to x is simply u. Okay? Okay. So now we will complete this integration. U integration of v. Here u is this. So sine n pi x divided by 6. Integration of v means it will be del u by del x, right? It will be del u by del x. The limit is from 0 to 6. Okay, now the formula is differentiation of u. What is the differentiation of this part? Sine, it will be n pi divided by 6 cos n pi x by 6, right? And the differentiation of this, integration of this part is del u by del x. And you have to take a whole integration of this part from 0 to 6. Now, use the result here, x is equal upper and lower limit. One will be sine n pi, another will be sine 0, right? Here, if in this term you use, it will be sine n pi x means 6 divided by 6. That means sine n pi. And the result for sine n pi is equal 0. So if you set or if we put the upper limit, the answer will be 0. And now what will happen for lower limit? It is
0.
also sine 0. Sine 0 is equal 0. So our whole part will be 0 here. Okay. Since these types of maths are quite lengthy, so here directly we can use the result of 0. Okay. Now, n pi by 6, you have to integrate this part again by using UV formula, and here del u by del x will be v and this part will be u. Okay, 0 to 6 del u by del x.
ম্যাম একটা রুলস ছিল তো ম্যাম বিয়াতে, ওইটা অনুসারে কি cos টার্মটা u হয়?
Yes, here this term will be u and this term will be v. And what is the reason? Because here the integration is easier of this part. Simply here, if you del u by del x and its integration result is only u, and it is easier to integration. Okay, but if you consider cos, if you integrate it, then it doesn't vanish. It will continue. Okay.
Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am.
Okay. So we'll get minus n pi by 6. The formula will be difference integration of this part is equal simply u. It will be u into cos n pi x by 6, right? And here u means u x comma t. Here this u means u x comma t. So you will write here u x comma t. Okay. Okay. The limit is from 0 to 6 minus. Here there is a negative sign, so the minus and minus will be positive n pi by 6. And the differentiation of cos n pi x by 6 is n pi by 6 minus sine n pi x by 6. And the different integration of del u by del x is, it will be u x comma t, right? And there will be a whole integration. It will be 0 to 6 into dx. Right? So, for this part, it will be minus n pi by 6 u x comma t, right? So, if you use the upper limit, it will be u 6 comma t, is it? Here the range
Yes,
is
ma'am.
0 to 6, so here use the limit. It will be u 6 comma t into cos. If you say it x is equal 6, then it will be 6 and 6 will
N
cancel
pi
each
6.
other. It will be cos n pi. Now is the lower limit, so it will be u 0 comma t and cos 0. If you say it x is equals to 0, it will be cos 0. So we get this part from the first one. Now the second one, it will be minus minus n square pi square divided by 36, right? And from here we get integration 0 to 6 u x comma t sine n pi x by 6 into dx, right? We get this. Okay, so now we need the boundary condition. Can anyone remember what is given in your question for u6 comma t and u0 comma t?
0, ma'am.
Both are 0, right?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
our given problem, it is given that u 6 comma t and u 0 comma t both are 0. This is the boundary condition. So here use these values. In the place of u6 comma t, it will be 0. So 0 into n pi will be 0. And for this part, it is 0. So 0 into cos 0 is equal 0. So the term will be vanished, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And for this part, it is n square pi square divided by 36. And what is the value of this part? Can anyone say? We have considered that u is equal this. Please remember the previous
It
page.
was U, ma'am.
It was only u.
U.
So we will consider this part is u, and you may write down a side note since u is equal this. Okay. So finally you obtain minus n square pi square divided by 36 into u. And in the left part it is okay. So we obtain du by dt is equal minus n square pi square divided by 36 into u, right? And from here we will be able to find the values of u. But how? Consider these variable to the left part and it will be du by u, and here dt to the right part, it will be only dt. And this calculation is as similar as our last class maths, right? What is the integration? Now taking integration on both sides. Integrating
Log U, ma'am.
Log
Integrating
u.
both sides. So we have log u is equal minus n square pi square 36 t plus log
Into
a.
T.
Log
Can
a.
anyone say why we are talking as constant log a? Because on the left part there is a log
Because we
term.
want U, the value of U.
Yes. For finding the values of only u, it will be log u is equal log a into e to the power minus n square pi square t by 36. Okay. If anyone have any problem to understand this calculation, then you may ask. So you will be a into e to the power minus n square pi square t by 36. Okay, I'm repeating again. If anyone have any problem to understand this calculation from this line to this, you may ask. This is as similar as our last class maths. Okay, so u is equal a into e to the power minus n square pi square t by 36. From here, you have to find the values of a and consider this equation as equation 3. Okay. And we know that here u is equal, we have considered u is equal un comma t. We have considered so you can write down it as is equal u is equal u n comma t. That means u n comma t is equal a into e to the power minus n square pi square t by 36. Consider this equation as equation number 3. Okay.
Now we have to consider U.
Yes.
Now we have to consider T. The value of T is 0. U and 0.
Yes. Now we will consider t is equal 0. When t is equal 0, then it will be u n comma 0, right? And on the right side, it will be a into e to the power 0. If t is equal 0 here, then the whole term will be 0. That means this is the e to the power this, okay? Here, e into e to the power x. This is the power of e, okay? So it will be e to the power 0. And e to the power 0 is equal a. So simply we obtain a is equal u n comma 0. This is equation number 4. So to find the values of u from this equation 3, you have to find the values of a, and to find the values of a, you have to find the values of u n comma 0. What is the sequence? To find the values of u n comma t, you have to find the values of a.
Okay.
To find the values of a, you have to find the values of u n comma 0. Okay. So now un comma t is equal 0 to 6 u x comma t sine in pi x by 6 into dx. And for obtaining un comma 0, you have to set t is equal 0 here. So un comma 0 will be integration 0 to 6 u x comma 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Into sine in pi x by 6 into dx. So now you have to consider your given initial condition, and that given initial condition is piecewise function, right? Your given initial condition is u x comma 0, probably 1 for 0 less than x less than 3, and probably 0 for 3 less than x less than 6. It is given in your question, right? So now you have to divide your whole interval 0 to 6 into these two subinterval 1 to 3 and 3 to 6. And for 1 to 3, you have to consider u x comma 0 is equal 1. And for 3 to 6, you have to consider u x comma 0 is equal 0. Okay. So now it is given in your problem. Now the interval 0 to 6 can be written like 0 to 3,
0
U.
to 3 and 3 to 6.
0 to u x comma 0 into sine in pi x by 6 dx plus 3 to 6. 3 to 6 u x comma 0 into sine in pi x by 6 into dx. Okay. Right. Now you have to use the values of ux comma 0, ux comma 0. Ux comma 0 for 0 to 1 is equal, sorry, ux comma 0 for 0 to 3 is equal 1, right? Please take your given problem. It is given in your problem, the initial condition ux comma 0 for the interval 0 to 3 is 1. 1 into sine in pi x by 6 into dx. And for the interval 3 to 6, what is the values of ux comma 0?
0.
0.
0. So the whole term will be 0.
0.
So u n comma 0 is equal 0 to 3 sine n pi x, sorry, it will be n pi x by 6 into dx. Now it's very easy to complete this integration. So the integrational result will be minus cos n pi x by 6 divided by n pi by 6. And you have to use the upper and lower limit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it will be minus 6 by n pi cos n pi x means 3 divided by 6, right? Then it will be n pi by
N pi
2.
by
Okay, it will be n pi by 2, and for the lower limit it will be cos 0. So the result 6 bhag n pi cos n pi by 2 minus 1. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And here, in order to vanish this negative sign, we can write down it as n pi 1 minus cos n pi by 2. When you write down 1 minus cos n by 2, we get a negative sign from here, and this negative sign will cancel each other. It will be positive 6 bhag n pi and this. So this is the result for u n comma 0. Now if you set this result in equation 4, you will be able to get the values of a. So use this result in equation 4. From one thing is that you will not write down eq u to the power n. It is not for u, it is not the formal. You have to written equation eq u a t i o n. Many of you have written in your assignment eq u to the power n. Okay, this is not the formal form.
Yeah.
From equation 4, we get a is equal 6 bhag n pi 1 minus cos n pi by 2. So now from equation 3, we will get the result for u What is the equation 3? You will get the result for u n comma t, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So use this result in equation 3. What will be the result? Probably the result will be u n comma t is equal a. This is the result for a, 6 भाग n pi 1 minus cos n pi by 2 into e to the power minus n square pi square t भाग 36, right? Okay, so we get the result for u n comma t, that is 6
ম্যাম
भाग
ইউ এ কমা 0 থেকে ম্যাম এতে আসলে কিভাবে ডাইরেক্ট?
because in equation 4 u n comma 0 is equal a. Please check your equation number 4.
ইয়েস ম্যাম পেয়েছি,
Check your
বুঝতে
equation
পেরেছি ম্যাম।
number 4. Okay. So this is the result for un comma t. Now from using the result of un comma t, by using inverse Fourier sine transformation, you will get ux comma t. Okay. Using this function and formula of inverse Fourier sine transformation, we will get the solution of this problem, that is u. Taking the inverse Fourier sine transform, we get u x comma t is equal 2 by L, right? 2 by L means 2. Here L is, in this problem, the values of L is 6, since your limit is given 0 to 6. So here L is 6, okay? So it will be 2 by 6, 2 by L, summation of infinity, n is equal 1, u n comma t sine n pi x by L. L means 6, right? This is the inverse finite Fourier transform formula. And this is known as inverse Fourier sine transformation of the function un comma t. Okay. Now you have to say the result of un comma t. It will be 1 by 3 summation infinity n is equal 1 6 भाग n pi. Set the result for un comma t. 1 minus cos n pi by 2 into e to the power minus n square pi square t divided by 36 into sine n pi x by 6. Okay. So this is the solution of our given initial boundary value problem, which is the required solution of our given initial boundary value problem. Is there anyone who didn't understand our today's lecture, or any problem or any query? We are at the end of our today's class. If you have any problem, any query, then you may ask. Now, from our given equation or given problem, the problem is del u by del t is equal to del square u by del x square. 0 t 0 6 t is equal 0, u x comma 0 is equal 1 3 0 Now, if I ask to give the physical interpretation of your problem, basically after finding solution, you will not be able to give the physical interpretation only the solution. It will be tough for you. By finding solution, you will be able to give the physical interpretation if you solve it by using any software. Then you will get a finite number of solutions, and after drawing the curve of that solutions with the exact solution, you will be able to find the characteristics of your problem or the physical interpretation. Okay. So if you want to give the physical interpretation of your problem by solution, so for that you have to solve it by using different types of mathematical software. You have to find out solutions at different place of x and t, and you have to draw your curve, and after that you have to make comparison, and finally you will be able to give the characteristics of your problem, right? and it is not possible for theoretical problem. Okay, it is for your practical problem. So it is, we are not concerned about that characteristics from the solution. We will try to give the physical interpretation of this problem from our given information. Okay, from our given information. It is just like here ux comma t, it represents the temperature at any point x and at time t. Okay, this is the first meaning of our problem. Here it is a heat equation. It represents the temperature at any space x or at any point x and at any time t. And here it is given that your initial condition is, boundary condition u 0 comma t, u6 comma t is equal 0. That means if this is a bar, suppose this is the region of your problem, and here x is equal 0, x is equals to 6, right? This is the boundary of your problem. Since here this is equal 0, that means at this point and at this point your temperature is 0. Is it clear? Suppose this is the region, this is the boundary of your problem, and at this point your temperature is 0, which is obtained from this boundary condition. And from the initial condition we can say that this bar is divided at the point x is equals to 3, and for the range 0 to 3 your initial temperature is 1, and for the part 3 to 6 your initial temperature is 0. That's the physical meaning of your problem. Okay, and I provided initially I told that I provided a PDF file regarding this such type of problems, and you may find the physical interpretation of those types of problems in that PDF. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm repeating again, such types of problems are very much important. So be careful about that problem. Okay. If you complete that PDF files, I'm quite sure you will be able to complete 15 marks of your exam.
Ma'am, in our exam, will it be told to us that physical interpretation is required? We have
Physical interpretation, it may be
Yes,
or
ma'am.
not. I'm not sure about that. But I provided the PDF file, and in that you will get the description of this physical interpretation which I described here. Okay. You will be able to give the physical interpretation from your given problem. It is not difficult. It is so much easy. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I think all of you have written your ID number. Thank you
Yes.
everyone for your cooperation, for your participation. Allah Hafiz. Okay. Take care everyone.
Ma'am, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.